What about the keep? Alright, now, you've seen my table saw before. It's actually not my table saw, it's my father-in-law's table saw. He brought it over when we first bought our house because we had a lot of renovations we had to do, and I didn't have anything like this. It's his, but he's left it here now for 15 years. So, Dad, if you want it back, you know, you're gonna have to fight me for it. Anyway, it had a bit of a problem. I'll show you. The problem was with the switch, okay? And you can see on the back the 3 connectors. Hang on, 3. There's supposed to be 4. Supposed to be 4 connectors on the back of this. And you might see inside everything's all... well, those are in not too bad shape, but... the interior of this, I don't think you're going to be able to see inside there, but it's roached. It's roached. One of the connectors is totally blown on it. When I plugged it in the other month really, I plugged it in and I turned it on and it spun just fine, you know, ran just fine. Turned it off, reset the depth of the blade, and turned it on again, and that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. There was a sort of a sizzling and a crackling from the region of the switch, and, well, that's the result. Got a new switch. The only thing it doesn't have is a little Ryobi. It's the exact same thing, but it still has all 4 of its connectors. Now, the wires also had a little bit of issue. I'm going to have to tip this thing on its side to show you. You're probably saying, oh, this is a D&D channel with some crafts. What are we doing with power tools? But just so happens that this particular build needs it. Now that handle's very sticky. I wonder if I've got a mouse peeing on my table saw. Oh well. All right, let's get in there closer, hey? All right. This is very, very, very tight work. I'll tell you that right now. They did not design this to be an easy fix. I mean, again, the wiring is as simple as it gets. It's just the box is so consarned small. Everything's got to go back through afterward, right? Everything's got to go on and then back in. That's this one. Okay. There, the wires are through. I think. Yeah, that's good. That's it. That's it. This snaps in place. And then I got the back on. Just have to put the screws back in. Doesn't help that I'm half blind with my glasses and 75% blind without them. That doesn't help me any. The light is so poor in here. I'd like to drag the whole operation
outside, but it's raining today. It's not actively raining now, but it's been on and off all day. And I know what had happened. I'd get out there, I'd get all set up, I'd get everything out there, and then it'd start in. Oh, come on. I'd like to have a quick talk with the people at Ryobi about their 10-inch portable table saw. That's one I already did. Doofus can't do it twice. I'd like to talk to them about accessibility of parts and matters like that. Okay. The fourth one went in real easy. Perfect, dead. The other three are holding it in place. This isn't directly related to D&D and crafting, but you know what? It's a side quest. So call this the Keep Build side quest. Only one thing left, of course, and that's to test this out. Dare I? Yes, I dare. Yeah, that handle's sticky. Why is it sticky? I don't want to know what is peeing on it. It wasn't me, I promise. Oh. All right, there it is. Next step, turn it on. All right. The advantage I've got here, the fact that it's raining out, is that if my wiring project is going entirely wrong and I start a fire, the rain's going to start up soon and it'll put it out. I'm kidding about that, of course. I really hope it doesn't start a fire. Here's a moment of truth. Moment of truth, folks. Keys in. That's this little handy safety feature. It can come out. Keys in. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Buy that man a sarsaparilla. Woohoo! Now the real irony here is that I'm actually not going to use the table saw until about 2 steps down the line. And the reason I need all this, though, the reason I need to get the table saw on, you might be wondering, well, why aren't you gluing the walls to the bases? Why aren't you painting the thing? Why aren't you getting any further on this keep? Well, all the wall pieces are textured. All the grout lines cut in, the texture's all done, the base is all textured, grout lines, etc. All that needs to happen. I need to glue it down. I need to paint the whole thing. Actually, I need to glue it down, and then at some places where the pieces just don't quite match up, I'm going to put some thin strips, as if there's a piece of masonry there to hold. I don't know. Anyway, just to cover some gaps. But it's not going to be long. That's good. Like that's a night. That's one evening. Paint the thing. 3 coats probably. Well, 4. A dark, black, and then a dark gray, a light gray, and white, dry brush. Flocking around on the outside, some bits of moss here and there to stick on to make it look old. So I got to put in staircases and that kind of stuff. So there's probably about a week's worth of crafting left on the thing. The problem is, this castle is about 3 feet by 3 feet. I don't have any room in our house. There's no room in our house to put it. And out here in the garage, I'm afraid the mice will come in and start chewing on it. And it's just chaos out here, as you can see. So I don't have anywhere to put it. So I have to build the cabinet first. I have to build a cabinet for it that I can then put it in. I hope you can hear me over the traffic. It's a highway. We live at a highway. It's in town, but the highway goes through town. I said the highway goes through town. Anyhow, yeah, I've got to build a cabinet for it. It's going to be about 22 inches by 22 inches by about 2 feet tall. So I got to get that done first. And I need this for that. But it's not, it's a couple, because it's for the sides and top, you know, the bits made out of plywood. But I'll use a chop saw to cut up the framing, because I'm going to frame it out, and that's going to be the actual structure. This stuff's just kind of, you know, thin, 1/8 inch, real lightweight stuff for the actual box itself. Overall, the weight of this will be less than if I used like 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch ply to build a proper box. So this is going to be a frame. I might actually even simply put the plywood on the top and the back, so that when you slide it in, it has something hard to hit, and just do cloth for the sides. All it has to do is keep out dust. It doesn't have to. Or I may even do foam board. I could do foam core for the sides. You know, it just has to keep dust out. Anyway, so I've got to get this done first, and I had to get this part before I could. You see how it snowballs. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of progress on the keep. I have made progress. It's just been very boring progress that I don't think y'all wanted to watch. But we're done that now, and you know, upward and onward to better stuff. I don't have a horn to blow. My hands are filthy.